This is the McDonnell Douglas A-18 Hornet, a multi-mission lightweight fighter attack aircraft. It forms the spearhead of the RAAF's fighter forces and has replaced the Mirage. It's designed to carry a variety of weaponry: an M61 multi-barrel 20mm cannon, Sparrow and Sidewinder missiles.
Psychology in training of a fighter pilot is a fairly important aspect of his training. Right from the start, pilot training, they teach you to be fairly aggressive and work hard to get what you want. Then more so in fighter training, they really work very aggressively to make you think aggressively and positive. Not much time for mistakes, so you have to have a good decision making, and it's got to be a good decision. So they work on that, and you need to be aggressive in your outlook to how you're going to fight. So you know, for example, when you get into an environment against another aircraft, you see that aircraft, you can't really think about who's in that aeroplane or who's flying it. You've got to think about the capabilities of the aircraft, and a fairly cold way of looking at the fight and the environment at the time. But that's the only way you can fight. If you went up thinking about someone's attitude and how they're going to fly, in the real case, you've got no idea, so you can't really do that. And that's how we try and train as well.
It's just total concentration, really. I don't think about the crowd or anything. I'm just thinking about the show, the next manoeuvre that I'm doing, the numbers that I need to meet to carry on with the next manoeuvre and so on. Just the aeroplane and me, that's all I think about. I have to reach a certain height above the ground and a certain speed through the air before I can commit my nose down for a manoeuvre, so I'm concentrating on meeting those numbers. If you don't meet those numbers, then one or two things will happen. You either have to stop the manoeuvre there, or if you continue it, then something not in the show might happen, you know, like you might have an accident or something like that. So you've got to be concentrating on those numbers to prevent any problems or catastrophes. Not so much instinct, that's probably a bad word for it. What we rely on is skill and taught processes, you know, recognising attitudes, airspeeds and so on. And when we go and work up a solo demonstration, we don't start low like you see it at the show. We start at a higher altitude so that there's more room for error. And then as you become more current at it, then you just progressively get lower and lower and lower. We've got more power than the starting grid of the Formula One Grand Prix at Adelaide, for instance. We've got about 24,000 horsepower, and that's all in one vehicle and one man in it. So it's a buzz, it's a thrill. It's good to get paid to do it, put it that way.